What up, though? And welcome to the Kurt Steele Podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Today, I continue my Detroit Lions coverage with none other than the former Detroit Lions All-Pro wide receiver and Lions Ring of Honor member, Herman Moore. Herman is the founder of a Detroit Lions fan community app called Lions Nation Unite. Here to talk about the Lions draft needs. Herman, welcome to the program. How you doing, my man?
Oh, I appreciate it. You know, I've been here in Detroit for so long that I got to give you that what up, though.
What up, though, man? You know how
So
we
there
do
it
it.
is, man. Hey, Kurt, man, I'm good. It's a pleasure always to speak with you. I appreciate you giving me time.
All right. Now, real quick, because we got to give some context. When and why did you start Lions Nation Unite?
Started it, I would say, about 2 years ago. And I've been thinking about the concept for quite some time because the fan base with the Lions have been completely loyal and supportive of everything that I've done. And I wanted to do something post-career for them. And in doing that, it led me to creating Lions Nation Unite, which became a great platform for contribution by other content contributors, but also for me to be able to serve up some exclusive content, but also have a deeper touch point with those Lion loyalists.
Well, speaking of that content, what different type of content can fans find on that app?
Well, they can find different chats that we'll have that are more private. They can also find videos that I will create that may not appear on my social feeds that you can only get exclusively through the app. And also as we do some conversation and we do a little bit more of a deep dive into whether it's positions for the Detroit Lions or we go throughout the NFL talking about some of the hottest topics that are taking place. So that exclusive content and storytelling, I'm looking to serve it up only to the loyal Lion fans.
Okay, so now, Herman, you were a member of the last Detroit Lions team to win a playoff game. What does this current team need to do to reach that level of success?
Well, right now, that team the current team to really see the level of success that we had in 1991 and quite honestly throughout the 90s in terms of being a playoff bound, more likely than not team is the consistency. The Coach Campbell, I think, has done a great job of understanding the locker room. Brad Holmes and his team have done a great job of identifying talent and then making the right moves upstairs so that it transfers down to success downstairs and in the locker room. So right now it's just continue to bring in quality players, bringing in a good mixture of young talent with some of the veteran talent, but not those that are just journeymen that are looking to just finish out their career. I think they're making a smart decision in developing talent. So that's what I see as being really the biggest change that has happened over the last couple of years under Coach Campbell that will lead to long-term success.
All right, so we got those things out the way because you're here to talk draft. And we always hear everyone talking about, oh, the Lions should be doing this in the first round with these first two picks. And they should be looking at this guy or that guy and Witherspoon and Porter Jr. What players or positions do you think the Lions should target in the middle to the late rounds of the upcoming NFL draft?
Well, I see in the first part, especially the early rounds, depending on what they do with that pick, is, they're looking at trying to make sure they get top talent. You're going to look for someone who can come in and be an immediate impact player who can start. They thought they would have that in Jameson Williams, and it looks like he's going to contribute and really solidify the receiving unit. Aiden Hutchinson obviously, paid huge dividends. So you got to try and find those type of players early based on position needs. So if you start to identify, okay, what are the Lions position needs right now? I still think that I wouldn't look away from quarterback. People I think I'm crazy when I say that, and it's not anything wrong with Jared Goff. I think he is a great player for them right now. He has command. He's done everything you want. However, you don't want to mess up the machine in the event one player goes down, because now you're one player away from really messing up the mix. So you want to make sure that you can have that confidence there. But defensively, I'm looking at defensive secondary. They can continue to strengthen that piece. Linebacker is always an area of that they can look at. It's not a high need, but it's somewhere where you can get some upgrade and get some depth. And outside of that, continue that defensive line. So you talk about those positions. It depends on which players are available. But if they can get a couple more pass rushers, and then also look at the outside secondary and out in the perimeter, they can really solidify that defense. Offensively, they're solid. They're very solid offensively.
Okay. Well, we're talking to Herman Moore, former Detroit Lions all-pro wide receiver, Ring of Honor member for the Detroit Lions, web contributor at Lions Nation Unite. Thank you for joining me today and talking NFL Draft and Lions Nation Unite. How can they find you and your app out there in the cyberspace?
Well, you can always go to Lions Nation Unite. We've now moved over to Facebook, so you can go check us out there and check out our community at LNU on Facebook. But if you're looking for me, I'm at HMan84 on Twitter, and we can start from there. That's where I get a lot of my volume, but I'm not hard to find. I'm easy.
All right. Thank you again for joining me right here on Detroit Lions on the Prod. You can find me on Twitter at CurtisSteele14, or you can find me on Instagram at Kurt_Steele14, or you can just go over to KurtSteele.com. You know where I'm at, baby. Hey, thank you guys for checking us out right here in the Kurt Steele Podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. This is Kurt Steele, and I will holla at you real soon.